James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Jones on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 27-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
6-man. Check curls.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it's going to be 2nd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. It's caught. Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Muhammad, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Ito Smith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
The score, Falcons 7, Buccaneers 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
4th down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
This is it.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow got a man. It's Tanyan complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Buccaneers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff looking right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Here's Burrow. No, he almost had it. Burrow already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete. It's third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Atlanta.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 2nd down, here's the option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Carlton Davis picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. He'll keep it himself. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for this. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. Rudolph showing the power. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. Now it's Burrow. Caught on the right side by Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Muhammad, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
24.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They run the counter now on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the fourth quarter. Try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
The 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Burrow. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Burrow looking to pass. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Breaks free again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
8 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. That's some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game.
7-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So no real weather issues, anything of that nature to speak of. But that's now 2 missed field goals here so far.
And not to use this as an excuse, but I will say it is a little bit different kicking outdoors than it is in a dome.
Sure.
You can fall in love with perfect footing, no breeze whatsoever. I doubt that had too big of an impact, but you never know.
Going deep this time for Miller. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were